Well, we are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball. That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Finds a man right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Setting up a throw. Completed over the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play that time, and it'll be 3rd and 12. Pass play coming here. Getting out to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 36. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Buck still out there and being looked at now. Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They're throwing it. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Short pass brought in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. They'll motion a tight end left. First down from the red zone. He's got a man left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Back to throw now. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Here's a return from the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They've got first down from the 31. They'll come out throwing. Throw left side, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First and 10 from the 41. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. We'll look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Catch made over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 32 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helps set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Now he takes it. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Hand off to the back. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From the 29. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Back to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's a throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. And for the Buccaneers, it's a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
On comes the field goal unit to try this one for the 49ers. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bucs on offense now. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Receiver in motion, headed right. To throw here on first down. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Pass play now. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. There's a handoff up the gut. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. They'll throw it. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
They're set up at the 35 now. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Pickup of 6, and now they've got 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here. Currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gains ground to the 33 before being stopped. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They're going play action. Connects on the crosser. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Hits his running back. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Short side option here. He's running left. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the red zone now. Brought in right side. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Looking to the air here. This one's caught. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal. They'll throw it again. Flush down now to his left. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow their lead just before halftime. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll throw to begin this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. All the left side. And he's brought down after a short gain. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. He's going to throw this one. That's completed right side. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers make it a 1-score game before halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The 49er offense headed out now late in the half. And we're down inside a minute to play in the half, but that's enough time to get a drive together. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll come up 1st and 10. He'll throw it. We've got a screen to the running back. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing it again here. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. San Francisco calls it second timeout. The Buccaneers add another DB. Third down coming up. They go play action here. Got for big yards on the right side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. He's dropping back to throw. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective. Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
In his 11th year, still knocking them through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Looking to throw. He lofts it deep, right sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So we're halfway through this contest from Santa Clara, California. The hometown 49ers out in front. Now we're on to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman ready to bring us the EA Sports Halftime Report. All yours, Coach. Take it away.
All right, Kate. Thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, where you see the final score there. The Eagles wrap up what's been a perfect month as they open the season a perfect 4-0. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomb.
Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And look at this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Airing it out to start this drive. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
From the 47. Complete out to the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and throw it here. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers take over as he records his 10th career INT. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL. And especially in the second half, you have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Hits him on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They kick the running back in motion. Completed to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 3rd and just 2 to go. Receiver in motion, going left. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. This one misses the tight end. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the 49ers will go on offense. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous side. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Buccaneers scoop it up! Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. Throwing now, following the turnover. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
This throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Looking for a throw here. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game.
Buccaneers 17.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. Forced out to his right. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. Second down now, 7 to go.
At the 27-yard line.
From the 27. Finds him over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future. Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Running back sent in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Catch made over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Bucs will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Tight end going in motion here. Here's 2nd and 5. Connects on the crosser. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Sending a receiver left. Throwing now on 1st down. Short throw, tipped. Oh, but he's still got it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Lone back gets the handoff. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From midfield now. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Dropping back to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And they could really use a good one here. So here come the 49ers on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. Has good room at the 35. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. They're throwing it. Oh, it put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. They got a hand on it, and now it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They've got first down from the 31. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
One play in and already they're close to midfield. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Owned back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this run doesn't quite reach enemy territory, tackled at midfield. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Caught by his back. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
They motion the slot man right. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Back now, pressure on its way. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face second and long. Back to throw now. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Here he is on third and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a fourth quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead.
24, 49ers 20.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a 49er first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. To throw it on 1st down. Short pass brought in. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there.
Finds his man over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Completed to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 13. All right, set now, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Here's a throw. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. It's a 29-yard look right down the middle for him. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they cut it down to within a field goal.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Motioning the tight end now. Now a give on the counter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
He's got this at the 27. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds him over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Pass play now. He's got it over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they can still do their damage.
Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a 49er first down. Give now to the running back. Across the 20, continuing to work. Gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw it. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He's got Smith. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. It is Cup left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. Gets him on the in route. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. And they'll take this opportunity to discuss what's next over on their sideline. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Setting up to pass. Misfire there, couldn't connect.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
To throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Trying to push this past the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up. That's completed right side. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Big moment coming up here for the Buccaneers. They're going for two. He's throwing for it. He rolls to his right. And he's into the end zone. So that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word. Artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is none there. And this QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. He could scramble and still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The 49ers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Airing it out to start this drive. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. Back to throw. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Second and 10 now. Cut out left. And he has that first down before stopping the clock. Just under 30 seconds left to work with.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing now from the gun. Looking slant route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. They are throwing it again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. And it's on its way and through. He hit it from deep. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him. And he delivers.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. To throw here on first down. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking to the air here. Hits his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here he is to throw. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That's going to do it for regulation. So some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see one possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win.